You are like no other babe ever born.
You're fabulous, babe.
You know how to reach out and show your love, babe.
You're fabulous, babe.
Hey there, welcome back. If you lived through the 70s, you know it was a time of bold choices, daring fashion, and unforgettable scents. Let's take a walk down memory lane and relive 20 iconic fashion and fragrance trends from the decade. Number 1. Patchouli. Patchouli wasn't just a scent, it was a movement. Whether worn as essential oil or mixed into high-end perfumes, that musky, earthy aroma was the signature scent of free spirits everywhere. If you walked into a record shop or a dorm room, you could guarantee someone had patchouli incense burning. Number 2. G. Your hair smells terrific. If you were a teenager in the 70s, you probably remember the unmistakable scent of G. Your hair smells terrific shampoo. It wasn't just about getting your hair clean, it was about leaving behind a floral, slightly spicy fragrance that lingered all day. This shampoo was so iconic that people would literally stop and sniff just to tell you how amazing your hair smelled. It was the ultimate compliment and a must-have in every girl's shower. Number 3. Jumpsuits. Jumpsuits were sleek, stylish, and incredibly popular, but only until you had to use the bathroom. The struggle was real. Still, whether you were hitting the disco or running errands, jumpsuits made getting dressed easy. A one-piece outfit that could be glammed up or dressed down, that's a 70s win. Number 4. Leisure suits. Polyester was king, and the leisure suit was its royal robe. Matching jacket and pants, oversized lapels, and bold colors, leisure suits made a statement. They were dressy but relaxed, perfect for hitting the town or just hanging out with friends. Number 5. Earth shoes. Earth shoes had that signature negative heel, where the heel sat lower than the toes. Some called them ugly, others swore they were the most comfortable shoes ever. People claimed they improved posture and walking stance, and they definitely had that back-to-nature hippie appeal. All right, listen. I just saw that 90% of people watching aren't subscribed. So how about we make a deal? I'll keep putting in the work to make these videos great, and you do me a small favor. If you've watched more than one of my videos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If this is your first one, no pressure. I get it. But if you're back for round 2 or more, help a guy out. It really makes a difference. Thank you so much. And hey, if you're on Facebook, join me there too. It's a great place to share your stories, meet other nostalgia lovers, and keep the conversation going. See you there. Number 6. Charlie perfume. Charlie was for the independent woman, the one strutting through the office in a pantsuit, making moves. Floral, fresh, with just a hint of musk, it became an instant classic. The commercials featuring confident, career-driven women made it a cultural icon. Number 7, Doctor. Scholl's wooden sandals. You could hear them before you saw them. That signature clunk echoed through every school hallway. They were simple, just a wooden sole and a leather strap, but somehow they became a must-have. The adjustable strap made them somewhat practical, though the wooden footbed wasn't exactly known for comfort. Yet every girl had a pair, even if they left behind a few bruises from accidental ankle smacks. Number 8. Patchwork denim. Jeans, jackets, skirts. If it had denim, someone was stitching patches onto it. Patchwork wasn't just a fashion statement, it was a DIY badge of honor. Every pair was unique, whether it was store-bought or hand-sewn at home. If you wanted to stand out, you went for the loudest, most colorful patches you could find. Number 9. Satin bomber jackets. Shiny, colorful, and lightweight, these jackets had attitude. Perfect for spring and fall, they made you feel like a rock star. They weren't the warmest jackets around, but who cared? It was all about the look. Pair it with a tube top and high-waisted jeans, and you were ready to hit the streets. Some had embroidered dragons or team logos, giving them that extra cool factor. Number 10. Ditto's pants. High-waisted, figure-hugging, and available in every color imaginable, Ditto's pants were a staple. That curved yoke in the back? Designed to flatter. If you didn't have a pair, you definitely wanted one. The hottest girls in school had at least 3 pairs: red, navy, and maybe a classic denim. Number 11. Hot pants. If you had the confidence and the legs, hot pants were the way to go. Worn with knee-high boots or platform sandals, they were a disco floor favorite. The shortest of short shorts, they defined daring 70s fashion. Number 12. Wedge sandals. Cork soles, earthy tones, and just the right height. Wedge sandals were the perfect mix of comfort and style. They paired perfectly with peasant blouses and maxi dresses. They were practical enough to wear all day, but still dressy enough for a night out. Number 13. Gunny Sacks dresses. If you wanted to look like you just stepped out of a Victorian romance novel, Gunny Sacks dresses were the way to go. These dresses had lace trim, high necklines, and delicate floral prints that made every girl feel like she belonged in a fairy tale. Whether worn to a school dance or just for a dreamy afternoon in the park, they had that soft, romantic aesthetic that defined the bohemian side of the 70s. Number 14. Metallic clothing. The disco era loved its sparkle, and metallic fabrics were everywhere. Gold, silver, and bronze dresses shimmered under the dance floor lights, making sure you never blended into the crowd. If you wanted to shine at Studio 54, this was how you did it. Number 15. Love's Baby Soft Perfume. If you were a teenage girl in the 70s, you probably had a bottle of Love's Baby Soft. Light, powdery, and sweet, it was innocence in a frosted pink bottle. The advertising was a little weird looking back, but at the time, it was a staple on every young woman's dresser. Number 16. Tube tops. Tube tops were the ultimate mix of casual and daring. Pair one with ditto jeans and platform shoes, and you were good to go. They weren't exactly practical, one wrong move and you were adjusting all night, but they were an iconic 70s look. Every teenage girl had a couple in her closet waiting for the weekend roller rink hangout. Number 17. Moon boots. If you wanted to look like you just stepped off Apollo 11, moon boots were the way to go. Big, puffy, and futuristic, these snow boots were more about making a statement than staying practical. And yet, they were everywhere. Number 18. Opium perfume. Bold, spicy, and a little controversial, opium was the scent of glamour and rebellion. One spritz and you were ready to take on the night. It wasn't for the faint of heart, but those who wore it owned every room they walked into. Number 19. Wide-collared shirts. You know the ones, collars so wide they could double as wings. Whether in paisley prints, loud solids, or geometric patterns, these shirts were a staple for men and women alike. Worn under a leisure suit or paired with bell-bottoms, they made sure you stood out. Number 20. Rainbow suspenders. Thank you, Mork and Mindy. Rainbow suspenders were quirky, colorful, and just plain fun. If you were bold enough to wear them, you definitely had personality. Robin Williams made them famous, and soon every kid with a sense of humor had a pair. Number 21. Knickerbockers. Not quite shorts, not quite pants. Knickerbockers had a moment in the 70s, even if they never hit mainstream dominance. Made of corduroy, tweed, or denim, they were often paired with knee-high socks or boots. If you were going for an old-school, vintage-inspired look, knickerbockers were the way to go. Number 22. Turtleneck sweaters. Turtlenecks were everywhere in the 70s. Whether tight-fitting or chunky knit, they were the perfect layering piece under a blazer, vest, or even a denim jacket. Diane Keaton cemented their cool factor in Annie Hall, and Steve McQueen made them effortlessly rugged. They gave off a smart, slightly mysterious vibe, especially when paired with a tweed jacket and aviators. Number 23. Quilted jackets. Warm, practical, and surprisingly stylish, quilted jackets were the go-to outerwear for a casual 70s fall day. They weren't bulky like puffer coats, but they still provided enough insulation to keep you cozy. With their diamond stitching and lightweight feel, they paired well with everything from flared jeans to corduroy pants. Number 24. Crocheted bikinis. Nothing screamed 70s beach culture quite like a crocheted bikini. They were handmade, boho chic, and undeniably eye-catching. Sure, they weren't the most practical when wet. Let's just say they had a tendency to stretch. But that didn't stop them from being a summer staple. If you had one, you were probably turning heads at the beach or by the pool, looking like you walked straight out of a vintage postcard. Number 25. Old Spice. No list of 70s scents is complete without mentioning Old Spice. Your dad had it, your grandpa had it, and at some point you probably stole a splash just to see what the fuss was about. The scent, spicy, woodsy, and unmistakably masculine, was a staple in every bathroom cabinet. A single whiff can transport you right back to watching your old man get ready for work in the morning. The 70s were loud, expressive, and full of unforgettable trends. Some have made a comeback, while others remain locked in time. But no matter what, they live on in our memories. Which trend do you miss the most? Drop a comment, hit like, and subscribe for more nostalgic trips down memory lane.